Alright, so today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be taking a look at Marvel Superhero Squad Online. This is mainly, this is going to be based more towards parents, at least this episode. So what I plan on doing is that one of my videos I did a long time ago when this game was in beta was do a little playthrough of it. And I didn't talk, I didn't do anything about it, and I that's my most viewed video, and so I figured a lot of people must be interested in this, so I will put a little bit more information out on this. So what we have here is the main website, which is heroup.com, which I will put a link in the description. And so you're going to come to this main page here, and you have all your information. So for parents, they have this For Parents tab, and I already have this opened right here. And, it tells you what you should know, the safety, how to manage your accounts, memberships, a parent's guide, a play guide, so all the things that parents need to know if this is good for their kid or not. Now, this game is rated E10+. For me, I would say, yeah, is that a good rating? Sure, yeah, but, could you let your 6-year-old play it, your 8-year-old play it? Yeah, if they have the capabilities, because it is a kid's game. There's nothing really that dangerous about it. The chat system, there isn't really one. What little one there is, you can only ask if people want to do missions or whatnot, and we'll get into that one with the gameplay video purpose. And so we'll click here on safety and see what they have to say. So safe chat, we have several forms of chat available for our players: emotes, pre-created expressions with fun character animations. There's tons of them. We'll go through that. Menu chat is a list of pre-created messages that allow users to chat quickly. Safe chat is our strictly filtered text chat system. We do not allow personal information to be shared. At times, your child might find he or she is unable to say certain words, phrases, or type numbers. We restrict these elements because we are well practiced in the art of chat and conversation management. Also, just because a player sees his or her comment in the world, that does not mean that the public can see it. We use this methodology to help lower frustration while keeping the audience safe from various behaviors. So it's safe. There's really no reason to talk. There's really no reason to do any sort of chat. So I mean, you don't even have to show your kids that there is a chat function. But the emotes are, there for some form of communication. There's on-site moderators. So, players who do not follow the rules may be warned and lose the ability to use safe chat, and then may be permanently banned. You can't type your password in the chat. No one knows your password. Only you know your password. And then how players get banned. Following the Heroes Code is the only way everyone can help keep Superhero Squad Online safe. Anyone found breaking these rules of the Heroes Code can be banned from 24 hours to be permanently banned, depending on the offense. Member accounts will not be reimbursed for time lost during ban. So that's pretty important there. And then there's safety online tips. Never give out personal information. Never share your password. If someone does or says anything online to make you feel uncomfortable, tell someone. Choose a squad name that doesn't give away your real name or location. So these are important things for parents and for kids to know and learn. So that's in the parents thing. Let's go back here to the tab here. All right. So you can manage family accounts as well. And there is a membership thing, and we'll get into that here in a minute. So let's say your child wants to play this game, and you read all of this and all that, and so you're wondering if your computer can play it. So here are the PC requirements as well as the Mac, but we're only going to go over the PC requirements. You have to at least have Windows XP or higher. You have to have a dual core processor, and you have to have at least 1 gig of RAM for XP, 2 gigs of RAM for Vista or Windows 7. You need a 3D graphics processor with vertex and pixel shader capabilities with a minimum of 256 megabytes dedicated VRAM, which translates to either an ATI Radeon X 19000 XT or an NVIDIA GeForce 7800 GTX class card or better. So you're probably thinking, I'm a parent, I'm not a computer whiz. What does that really mean to me? That means that if you bought a computer from Dell, a desktop, a basic desktop, more than likely you're going to be able to play it. Will it be the greatest looking thing at that point? No. But it will be playable and you'll be all right, especially if you have a modern computer. If you have Windows XP and you didn't build it yourself, I don't know. And it's a couple, maybe five years old, you're pushing it. It may not be able to play on that system. As for laptops, I mean, if you have a modern laptop that's maybe a year old, you'll probably be able to play it. 2-3 years old, you're probably pushing it if it wasn't a high-end laptop to begin with. So there's that. You have to have also on your computer IE 9 or 8, Firefox or Chrome, and I have at least 5 gigabytes of storage. You're going to have all of that. And you're going to need Flash Player as well, which if you don't have it, it'll tell you and it'll give you a link to download it. So it'll all be pretty much taken care of. And then basically you need a mouse and keyboard, which you're going to have. So that's the system requirements. Pretty much is designed so anybody can play it. So let's go in here and we'll go to the shop. And so just to be honest here about this game is designed to separate you as parents from your money because your kid wants something on this game. That's what it's designed to do. And that's just the truth. I'm sorry. I have to admit that. You can't ignore that fact. With that being said, though, you don't have to spend any money at all if you don't want to. Everything in the game, as far as I can see, as long as, with the bit that I have played, you can unlock everything in this game just by playing it. It takes longer. It takes way longer, but you can do it. So basically, the thing to do is to make sure that your kid doesn't find out that you can buy everything on this game, because it's going to cost you. Because look, 500 gold, and we'll go over what gold gets you, is $5. 1,000 gold is $10. 2,000 gold is $20. All the way up to spending $150 on this game. Do I think that's ridiculous? Yes. Don't do it. Now, every so often, spending $5 maybe once or twice a year, sure, but I'm not you. I'm not the parent in this situation, but I'm just saying it is designed to take money out of your wallet and have your kids do it. That's what it's designed to do. Don't let it. You don't have to. Don't let your kids fool you into thinking that you have to buy it. You don't. They just don't want to put in the time, because either you don't give them enough time, which as a parent, that's your job, You know, I'm not saying, you know, you should let your kids play the games all the time, especially a 6 to 10-year-old. When I was 6 to 10, I could only play games on the weekends. That's all I could play. I survived. So I'm not going to say I didn't complain about it. I did. But it's okay. So just tell them that they have to put time into it to get the things that they want out of it. So that's one way of putting it. So let's say you do get this 500 gold package for $5. What is that going to get you? So if we go here to the heroes, it's going to allow you to buy certain characters in the game. So any of these characters pretty much right here, and when we get into the game, the gameplay of it, I'll go over all of this again. But basically what gold gets you is characters that, or it gives you levels. Once again, we'll go over that when we get into the game. So let's say your kid wants to sign up. How do you do it? Well, you're going to click this right up here that says sign up now, and it's going to come to a screen just like this. And you're going to pick your login name. Now, picking a login name is important. It has to be has to be memorable, and it's what everybody's going to see, sort of. And I'll explain that. So let's just say for purposes, I'm going to put in, this is something that probably no one would use. I'm going to use Adelhelm, which is a German word for like sword or something. I don't know. I looked it up. I'm probably wrong. The translation is probably wrong. I just like the name. So let's say you use that. So you'll hit next. And now you're going to want to create a password. Don't use a password that is easy to guess just because your child is going to be using it. Make them have to come and get you to log in. Because then that way, you know that when they're playing it 100%, because they don't know the password, only you do. And, I mean, that's just basically it. And they're not going to forget it, and then you're not going to be able to log in. I'm not telling you how to parent. I'm just telling you some tips that I would use. You can do whatever you want. If you want them to know it, they can know it. But that's just one idea to help with controlling when they play and when they don't play. That way you know that they can't get on without you knowing. So basically you want it to be something memorable for yourself, but not too easy to guess. So that, I mean, that's really up to you. For this, I'm just gonna use something really easy. This is a throwaway account. As for demonstration, I have another account that I really use. So for this demonstration, I'm just gonna make something up right now. It has to be 8 characters, and you can click show password, which I'm not going to do. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, I messed that up. That wasn't even close to 8 characters. Okay, that should work. So this is just for an example. Okay, so after you put in that, it's going to come up with your squad name, which is not your login name. Your squad name is what everybody sees in the game. Now, it'll come up with one like this, but you can hit try again, and it'll just come up with different ones. And so, Waterclaw, Cyclone. Okay, that sounds good. And so we'll hit next, and we'll choose that one. So then it comes down to the hero's code. I would probably tell your kids all of these rules, read them out loud to them, and tell them what they each mean. So then once you do that, you're going to agree to the hero's code and the private policy, blah, blah, blah. Then you're going to hit next. And then you're going to put in the birthday. I'd put your kid's birthday just because I don't, it'd be, if you put your birthday as a parent, it's going to look a little bit creepy, I don't know. It could be either way. So I'm going to put in mine. So let's say that they were born in 2000. They're 12 years old. Okay. That's not really my birthday. I'm just an example. I wasn't born in 2000. So then you're going to hit next. And then you're gonna put in your email, your personal email for parents. That's what you're gonna do. I don't really want to put in an email. So this is where I'm gonna stop filling out this form. So you're gonna put in a parent's email. Your email allows us to send you game account emails such as lost passwords and purchase confirmations. For more information on the use of your email address, please see our private policy. So that's what that is going to allow you to do. So once you do that, you'll be signed in and you'll be done. So then you'll be able to log into the game. Now, then you'll just hit, you can either download the files beforehand or you can hit play now. Now, what that'll do is it'll allow you to play a little bit of the game while it's downloading in the background. But I would say maybe hit download files, and it's going to pop up with this window here. And it's just going to start downloading all of the files for the game before you start playing it. Now, to me, that's the best way to do it. That way they're not, your kids aren't sitting there waiting for the actual game to load. They're just moving around in this space. And we'll get into that once we get into the gameplay aspect of it. This is for parents and teaching you how to create and get the game going for your kids. There's also something on here called see if it'll show it. Yes, okay, there's memberships as well. And so you can pay up to 12 months in advance. These membership fees are pretty typical. 1 month, $10. 6 months, $50. 12 months, $79. That's pretty typical for that. So let's see what your membership gets you. As a member, you get exclusive access to members-only heroes, 500 monthly gold bonuses, and more. So that's pretty good, I'd say. Exclusive member-only heroes, Hulkbuster, Iron Man, Black Widow, Shadowcat, War Machine, and Black Suit Spider-Man, just to name a few. These heroes are available only to members, and more are on the way. And then you also receive your 500 gold to buy characters and all that stuff. So it's up to you. It sounds worth it to me. It's better than buying the gold, for $5 and not, so then every month you get 500 gold and you only paid. Yeah, so it works out. I mean, it's pretty much the same number, but you get all this other bonus stuff with the membership. So I'd probably go the membership route instead of buying the gold coins. So that's pretty much it for parent information. Like I said, it's a really safe game. It is designed for kids. I would say if your 6-year-old can use a keyboard and a mouse, go for it. I don't see any problem with allowing them to play this game. It's very cartoony. They know these characters. They know Iron Man. They know, Wolverine, Cyclops, all of that. So it's a fun little game, and it's not too difficult to play. So now In the next video, I'm going to show actual gameplay, system settings, and all of that, and just kind of go over controls and whatnot, and just stuff that parents need to know as well. And then the third video is going to be more of a guide sort of thing for your first time playing it as a kid. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this series, and I hope it's helpful. That's what it's designed to do. So we'll see you in the next video.